Mark Rogers TV, always talking college football, and if you follow me on a regular basis, you know that we love to knock out ratings and rankings and comparisons. We run through conferences and rate them at the end of the season. We have ranked all the schedules in the Power 568 all the way up to number 1. Please check out that series. Now we're going to predict the games. So we always predict final standings here at Mark Rogers TV, give you our college football playoff predictions and national championship picks as we did last year, incorrectly selecting Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, and Washington in the college football playoff before the season started. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you love college football. If you don't, and just love to see guys just draw random numbers and results on whiteboards, then have at it. We welcome you as well. North Carolina State. Okay, what will the Wolfpack do this year? Okay, you've got probabilities of wins. That doesn't necessarily mean that the selection that I make is going to line up with the probability of the win. It's called an upset. All right, I'm going out on the limb here because I'm very confident that my selections in terms of knowing that, let's say, Clemson's going to go 10-2. I'm just throwing it out there. But to select those two games that they're going to lose is a little bit more difficult. All right, for North Carolina State, they've got South Carolina in the opener. This is an under-the-radar game that I love, and I think the Gamecocks, despite the genius of Will Muschamp on the defensive side of the ball, have some serious questions there. They've got an exciting cast of characters on offense, very explosive players led by of course, Deebo Samuel at wide receiver, but Jalen Samuels going to have a matchup with him on the NC State side of the football. So 50-50 toss-up. It's a neutral site game in Charlotte. Wolfpack win it over the Gamecocks. Entertaining matchup there. Then two home games against Marshall and Furman, and NC State gets the W's there. Good start at 3-0. Then there's a trip to Florida State. I give NC State a 15% chance of upsetting maybe the best team in college football. But they get the loss, 3-1. Then they go on a tear against some manageable games, but you see that Louisville game. The Wolfpack with just a 40% chance of winning that game, even at home. So I think Louisville is a slightly better team, but on this Saturday, NC State gets the win over the Cardinals to extend its streak. Tough game against Pitt. On the road at Heinz Field, but NC State gets it done. They also go to South Bend and upset the Irish with just a 45% chance of doing so. They're off to a great start at 7-1. Then comes a bit of a slump. Clemson, they're gearing for Clemson. They've got the Tigers at home, and at this point, they just have the one conference loss with a slim chance of sneaking into an ACC championship game. They lay it all on the line, and they get knocked out by Clemson. And then the letdown continues. Upset, big upset on the road at Boston College. NC State goes down. Then they rally for wins in division against Wake Forest and against their rival outside of the division against the Tar Heels, that game at home. So NC State finishes up a fine 9-3 campaign. They're 5-3, though, in the ACC, tied with Louisville. Would love to get your comments on this process and everything that pertains to college football as we get you set for 2017 right here on Mark Rogers TV.